Sister wives Kody Brown worries Robyn's older daughters could join a culty church. I got some concerns. Hello friends, welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I am Olivia, and hope you are well by God's grace. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Kody Brown doesn't entirely want his family to follow in his footsteps. On this week's episode of Sister Wives, Kody spoke with his wife Robyn Brown about how her older daughters were interested in finding a church to join. Although he was supportive of the girls finding the right church for them, he wanted to make sure they weren't joining a culty institution. So I wanted to talk with you about something when I don't have two little children running around and interrupting us. Robyn says as the two sit down for a date together. Recently, the girls have been sort of expressing. Brianna has been expressing an interest in going to church, and we don't have a church to go to. In a confessional, Robyn explains that her two older daughters, Brianna and Aurora, whom she had in a previous relationship, want to explore their religion. The girls are really just wanting to be able to attend church, kind of get a church community that they can interact with, and then just be able to learn more and find their path, their religious or spiritual path, she says. Back in the scene, Robyn and Kody discuss why Brianna and Aurora want to go to a different church than their parents. But it's more than just going to church. They're sort of in this place where they want to look for a church to be part of. Robyn says to her husband, "They have asked me to kind of help them or facilitate or sort of be a part of the situation and go with them to different churches." In his confessional, Kody explains why Robyn is the one his kids often go to for advice about religion. "I think Robyn's the most comfortable person for any of my children to speak with," Kody says. "Like, listen, I talk about religion with my children all the time. We've talked about it a little bit, but Robyn specifically, they're coming to her saying, 'We want to do this. What do you think?'" The scene switches back to Kody and Robyn's date, where Robyn says her daughters revealed they didn't want to be a part of their church. "I asked them both, 'Are you interested in our church?' And they kind of said. Aurora said no, and Brianna said probably not," Robyn explains. Back in his confessional, Kody shares that their church was initially set up by former Latter-day Saints church members looking for a new congregation. "Our church was literally kind of an excommunication of people who used to be members of the LDS church or who had affiliation with that," Kody says. However, they had this doctrine of plural marriage where it is required by commandment for any of those who want to progress through eternity. "I wouldn't really have a problem with any of the kids going to the plural marriage, even though I would be warning them of some red flags," he continues. "Going back to our religion, I don't think I'd be fond of them doing that." However, he admits that he has mixed reactions to the girls wanting to join a different church, saying that he has his own phobias of religion and churches. Back at their dinner, Robyn says, "So you have some apprehensions. You're worried about what exactly?" "I don't know. I got some concerns," Kody responds. In his confessional, Kody says that he's having a hard time not letting his own anxiety affect how he feels about the girls getting more involved in religion. "I'm really glad that they want to go on this journey that they're going to go on," Kody says. "And I have all my anxieties and fears and struggles here that I have to keep from poisoning in any way their experience. As long as I steer them clear of any culty-like churches, I'll be okay after." Kody Brown worries men will hit on Robyn in church. Kody Brown revealed that he is worried men will hit on Robyn Brown if she goes to church alone. Fans do not like Kody or Robyn and do not think this will happen. However, this is how Robyn and Kody met. This may be where his worry comes from. However, fans do not think he has anything to worry about. Robyn Brown is the only wife left. He once had 4. However, Janelle, Mary, and Christine left Kody. Robyn does not seem like she is going to the same though. The two of them work well together, it seems. However, fans do not like either of them. Kody has not been keeping in touch with his adult children. This has not only upset fans, but his ex-wives, other children, and Robyn. She has made several comments about how he needed to reach out more. Hopefully he listens, but it does not seem likely. Kody Brown revealed that he is worried about Robyn Brown going to church alone. The two of them met at church. They caught each other's eye and ended up falling in love. However, Kody has drifted away from the church after feeling pressured to be someone he was not. Robyn talked about going back to church. However, he is worried men will hit on her like he did. He also revealed a lot of men were interested in Robyn. However, fans do not know how true this is. Kody might need to go to church with Robyn if he is so worried about this situation. Although he may have just been giving her a hard time, who knows? It seems as though Kody is worried men will think Robyn is a single mom. However, this is obviously not the case. Fans also do not think this will happen. Regardless, it is nice to see that Kody cares about Robyn. She is the only wife he has left, so he needs to keep this marriage going well. Meri dumped Kody on text. Reveals message she sent to him terminating their wedding. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown longed for Kody's love and warmth for several years. She begged for his attention and respect since their legal divorce. The TLC star saw her love fade away after Robyn's arrival. However, the damage became irreversible after Meri's catfishing scandal. It gave Kody a chance to ignore her and belittle her. Meri decided to cut off the strings officially through a spiritual release in season 19. She took permission from the church to move away from her polygamous husband. Recently, Meri shared how she dumped her ex-husband over a text. She revealed the message she sent him before their spiritual release. What did Meri write in the message? How did she dump him? What was Kody's reaction to it? Meri accuses Kody of forcing her to move to Flagstaff. Janelle Brown lived with Kody and her sister wives for years in Flagstaff. She moved back to Parowan after her split with the latter. Recently, the TLC star shared why she relocated from Arizona. Meri revealed that she never missed the city. She enjoyed the large trees of the city and had a wonderful time. However, the reality TV star moved there only for the family. Meri didn't find a reason to stay in the city anymore, as the place wasn't for her. She explained that Kody and Robyn weren't a part of her family anymore. Moreover, she didn't have any friends in the city. So, Meri felt that it was the best time to return to her heritage property. She wanted something stable in her 50s, so how did she dump her ex? Janelle Brown was spiritually married to Kody Brown for several years. She broke up with her partner in the previous seasons. However, the TLC star wanted to free herself from the church and get away from all of Kody's toxicity. Recently, Meri shared the last message she sent to her ex before terminating their marriage. In a new clip, she discussed her former husband's questions about the split. The latter asked her why she was in such a hurry and wondered whether she had another guy waiting on the side. Meri felt insulted by her ex's question and shared the text she sent him about the official termination of their marriage. She revealed that her partner called her within 20 minutes of reading the text. She prepared herself to read the message out loud to her friends on the couch. In it, Meri said, "Just wanted to let you know that I had a conversation with the leadership in Utah today and the official release was granted." She expressed her sadness at the end of their union and promised to respect him always. Moreover, the reality TV star hoped that the polygamist would truly have peace from their split and release him from any responsibility to worry about her. Meri's friend appreciated her choice of words and joked that she simply told him, "Thank you for your services." Fans say Janelle Brown has worn out her welcome. Has TLC star Janelle Brown overstayed her welcome? Many Sister Wives viewers feel that her storyline has become incredibly repetitive this season. As season 19 continues, Meri has given several interviews. However, fans noticed one thing in particular. It seems that she is rehashing the same information over and over, and that's not where it ends. Viewers are starting to notice that she shares the same information in multiple interviews. When Janelle Brown first started giving interviews to various media outlets, fans couldn't wait to see them. She shared several interesting nuggets of salacious information, including the fact that she lost Robyn's parting gift. Sister Wives viewers loved hearing Mary Brown dish about behind-the-scenes information and learn where she stands with her former sister wives today. But after a while, they couldn't help but realize all the interviews started to sound similar. But that hasn't stopped Mary Brown from appearing in more interviews. They're still coming out. A Redditor attached another Access Hollywood interview with Mary Brown. In the video, Mary reacts to Kody Brown's explosive tears during their goodbye. When this information first emerged, fans were incredibly interested to see the TLC star's reaction. But at this point, many feel it's all been said and done. What else is there left to say? Mary previously confirmed she wasn't hurting during the big move, and that's why she never reciprocated the tears. Overall, Redditors seemed largely unimpressed. In fact, many agree they've grown tired of Mary's interviews. Comments included: insightful. I learned zero new information. Thanks for opening up, Mary. How much they pay you? Yeah, she has worn out her welcome. I don't care to watch any more of her talking points over and over. Yada yada. Adventure? Yada yada. Processing? Yada yada. Whatever. The interviews might be a little played out at this point, but one Sister Wives viewer pointed out that this does happen when a person gives several interviews in a short amount of time. Mary did a press junket where reporters from different outlets asked her similar questions to then show on their own channels. People are posting them all here over and over again. It's not how they were intended to be watched. It's not Mary's fault, another Redditor pointed out. Mary Brown threw Janelle under the bus. I was never a fan of Mary Brown. During her time on Sister Wives, she has always been quite the complainer. Nothing ever seemed to please the TLC star, so much so that I started calling her Madam Never Pleased. The first wife of Kody Brown didn't get along with his other wives. In fact, it often felt like she had made their lives a living hell. So when Janelle Brown tried to look out for her on the most recent episode, I was surprised. But what surprised me more was how Mary turned right around and tattled on Janelle. Not cool, Mary. Not cool. During a recent Sister Wives episode, viewers watched as Mary sold Janelle out to Kody. The patriarch and Janelle were already on the outs due to their divorce, so it didn't seem necessary for Mary to pile on. While Kody was discussing what to do about Coyote Pass, Mary dropped a few breadcrumbs as she hoped to land in the father of 18's good graces. In the sit-down, Mary informed Robyn Brown and Kody that his second wife had secretly tried to warn her that Kody might try and screw her over when it comes to the division of the assets. As Janelle tried to do the right thing, she acknowledged that she and Mary had never had a great relationship. Early on, Sister Wives followers learned that Mary was jealous of Janelle's place within the family. In the family book, it was explained that Mary would often speak rudely to Janelle and ice her out. Yet Janelle still wanted to try and protect her former sister wife. Janelle visited Mary at her home to warn her that Kody and Robyn may try to swindle her out of her fair share of Coyote Pass. Janelle's gut feeling wasn't wrong, as later in the same episode, Kody admitted to thinking about screwing her over, but Robyn wouldn't allow it. Kody told cameras, "Oh, so I'm being honest, but I won't. My wife with a conscience won't let me." During her Sister Wives confessional, Janelle noted, "My conscience really dictated that I went and spoke with Mary about the property." The mother of 6 added, "It wasn't to create drama. It was just to make sure she was aware and could be educated going into the situation." However, Mary felt differently, as she noted she was well aware that Kody's name was on all 4 plots and Robyn's was on 3. Mary told the cameras, "I hope that they will be fair and they will be honest. And I hope that it doesn't get ugly." The Brown family bought the land back in 2018 for $820,000. At the time, the land was split into 4 plots, but it became painfully evident that none of the wives, with the exception of Janelle, had ever really cared about building on the land. Christine, who left the family in 2021, sold her share back to Kody. Janelle tried her best to make a home and even bought a luxury RV to live on Coyote Pass. It's clear Mary knows nothing about loyalty. This is probably why most of her family doesn't speak to her. After Sunday's episode, Meri went to TikTok to try to defend herself. Viewers took to social media to call out Meri's bad behavior. Most of us had just started rooting for Meri, but now she has put herself in the doghouse. Fans felt that Meri acted like a snake when she chose to rat on Janelle. It was clear she had never heard about chicks before *Hicks. Instead of throwing Janelle under the bus, she could have made it clear to Kody that she and Janelle were actually on the same page. During her TikTok live, Meri noted, "Janelle and I actually talked about it yesterday, because I was like, people think that I was throwing you under the bus." According to Meri, she felt like she had every right to talk to Kody because Janelle wanted her on camera. The mother of one shared, "The viewers thought that I was throwing her under the bus, and that was not my intention." Meri, who was speaking to her friend Jen, added, "I told Janelle some more information that I am not revealing to the public, and she's like, all cool. We are all cool. So she didn't feel that way, and all is cool. I hope Janelle checked herself for tire tracks." Better late than never for Kody Brown, we suppose. On this week's brand new episode of Sister Wives, the family patriarch once again was forced to confront the fact that his polygamous life was over. As fans know very well at this point, Christine, Janelle, and Meri Brown have all left Kody at various points over the last 3 years. All three mentioned here and there too that a major reason they were finished with Kody was how obvious it was he loved Robyn Brown the best. When Christine left, she told her children, "Our children, and even some of Janelle's children, Dad has a soulmate. That's Robyn. I want to be free to go find my soulmate," Kody said on air Sunday night. When she first told everybody that pissed me off. Kody has been able to reflect a whole lot of late, however. As the father of 17 himself has admitted, his family is over, at least as he's known it to be for decades and decades. "As time has gone on, my exes are gone. I'm out of my relationships with these other wives," Kody explained via confessional, adding of the whole Robyn soulmate thing, "I'm way more inclined to accept that." Doesn't sound very passionate, does he? Sounds mostly like someone who simply has to accept only one woman has stuck around and still wishes to be his spouse. Christine was the first of Kody's sister wives to separate from the TLC personality. Back in November 2021. "After more than 25 years together, Kody and I have grown apart, and I have made the difficult decision to leave," she wrote on Instagram. "We will continue to be a strong presence in each other's lives as we parent our beautiful children and support our wonderful family. At this time, we ask for your grace and kindness as we navigate through this stage within our family." Brown has since gone on to marry David Woolley and seems very psyched about that. During a November 2023 episode of Sister Wives, One of One, meanwhile, Kody did acknowledge that his feelings for Robyn impacted these other relationships. "When I met Robyn, it was, like first time ever being in love. So that changed the dynamic, I think. And that's not anybody's fault," Kody said plainly at the time. There's been chatter, though, that Robyn might also divorce Kody, which is why a source told In Touch Weekly last month. Robyn has Kody wrapped around her finger and always has because she was, and is, the favorite wife. Truth of the matter is Kody is terrified Robyn will leave him as his other wives did. Kody goes out of his way to make Robyn feel like a princess. His polygamous dream imploded and he's desperate to hold onto this marriage, even if it costs him. Sister Wives, high hopes. I think Christine trusts David Woolley too much. She's the ultimate romantic, but there are red flags. Sister Wives star Christine Brown is hopelessly in love with David Woolley, who's helping her to forget about all the emotional abuse she was subjected to in the past. But I think she may have too much faith in her new husband. David seems like a great guy. It's not that he's a bad person, it's just that their relationship hasn't stood the test of time. In my opinion, famous women who date should always be wary, especially of non-famous males who may pursue them for the wrong reasons. Because I really care about Christine, I'm rooting for her. With any luck, David is the person she thinks he is. However, there are some red flags. In the past, Christine spent decades trying to believe in Kody Brown. She was really in love with him, always wanting to spend time with him and touch him. In their happier days, before Robyn Brown entered the family and changed everything, Christine was quite romantic with Kody. What bothers me is how similar her rose-colored glasses attitude is. It's like David is the new Kody. I admire Christine for being romantic, for giving 100% in relationships. I think that's exactly what people should do. Whether she's cooking for David, watching football with him, or exploring the Utah desert with him, they race around in a rugged ATV. She is all in. No one could doubt that she's smitten, and David seems to love her right back. Hopefully, he is as sincere as she is. Christine will be so hurt if David ends up being a clout chaser or cheater or leaves her simply because he's unhappy. Sure, Christine's lived and learned. She's an inspiring person who's moving on from a bad spiritual union. Christine's enjoying a monogamous relationship. However, as everyone knows, some monogamous romances end in tears. There are monogamous people who cheat and lie, or get tired of their partners and leave. Another scenario is that they stay and participate in unhealthy relationships that are troubled. A traditional marriage does not guarantee happiness, not at all. What concerns me is that Christine wants to present a perfect facade to fans. I worry about her. She's actually my favorite Brown, although I have a soft spot for Janelle Brown too. Janelle's such a gracious woman, moving forward after heartache that might make other women crumble. In my opinion, she's heroic. With Christine, I feel she's more of a kindred spirit, someone who loves to really live. If she loves completely. If she's unhappy, she doesn't rein it in. She says how she feels. This is why Christine's so special. She's emotionally open with a lust for life. David seems to be on the same page, but there's one little issue which might turn into something major. It's the fact that he doesn't enjoy filming the show. David was pressured to do so by Christine, and he eventually agreed. When he's on screen in Sister Wives, he often seems a bit uncomfortable. It's not natural for him to be in the spotlight like that, and he's admitted that he's not totally happy while the cameras roll. There's also the issue of all Christine's kids, including two feisty ones, Peyton Brown and Gwendolyn Brown. They are extremely outspoken, and David may find that getting along with them isn't easy. Both of those adult kids, whose father is Kody, had feuds with their father, with other siblings, and with each other. So Christine adores her children. See her smiling with Peyton in the Instagram post above. But there's a good chance her kids won't love David. They're probably wary and may even believe the worst, perceiving him as a user. Gwendolyn didn't attend her mother's wedding, which was a real red flag. She said she was busy with school, but most daughters her age would find ways to be there. So that was unusual. A professor would likely have given Gwendolyn an extension on a thing she had due because of the wedding. Maybe Gwendolyn tried to arrange something like that with a teacher but wasn't successful. That's all kind of mysterious, but it points to potential problems between David and Christine's kids. Peyton thought she was rushing into marriage, and maybe he was right, but then again, Peyton is bombastic. He often thinks before he speaks. He does love his mother. In fact, Christine often brings out the best in him. He's softer and funnier around her. She's his safe place. That's unlikely to change, and maybe he'll perceive David as a rival for his mother's time, energy, and love. On the surface, Christine's life is amazing, and I hope it really is happy. David seems to love it when she cooks for him, and watches sports with him and goes to events with him. They went to France for their honeymoon, and except for Christine's bout of seasickness, it seemed like a romantic and fun getaway. They have basic compatibility, but Christine's past and her desire to put him on the show seem like the biggest possible issues. David is still getting used to fame, but Christine's an old hand. The beautiful blonde woman who blossomed like a rose after leaving Kody is looking better than she's ever looked in her whole life. She can show David the ropes. However, She can't fix all the bad things that come with reality fame. There can be trolls, people who love to hurt others. They can be so cruel. David may not be used to getting attacked online, and if he sees the shade, it could really hurt him. I really want this marriage to work out. In fact, it's hard for me to think of a reality star I like more than Christine. It's her bravery that gets me. She took a leap of faith, leaving a marriage that didn't make her happy. I see her as a woman stepping into her power and claiming it. She's a person who gets stronger all the time. I feel like there's nothing the gifted cook, baker, and nurturer can't do. She's got the guts, so she deserves glory. The Sister Wives star is a great role model for women. She wasn't happy, so she did something about it. Hopefully, she will give David enough freedom and privacy. Hopefully, she will consider his side if he ever clashes with her kids. Christine is surely a great wife, and David has gushed about her in the past. If these two have enough private time together and don't put everything out there, I think they can be a forever match.